Well, yesterday we mentioned, of course, we were talking about Louis Anderson, and we got a P1, Roger, who says, he emails, and he says, full disclosure, I am extremely high as I write this.
This is helpful.
I'm glad.
I like the honesty.
I'm glad he did it.
I like them already.
Anyone who wants to, feel free to email any one of us at any time.
High or not.
This is helpful.
I like the first line. I'm working on not being passive-aggressive, putting it out there.
Yeah.
Here he is. He's just saying this. He's just saying, I'm extremely high as I write this. He's writing it last night, okay? This is when he wrote this email. He says, I'm watching a YouTube video of you guys discussing Louis Anderson, R.I.P., with praying hands. Okay. You all have just spiraled into when was Louis first on Johnny Carson and discovered it was 1984. Then you said, who else was on the show that night? Robert Blake and Selma Diamond from Night Court. And now, for the last hour, I've been going down a rabbit hole looking at the life and career of Selma Diamond.
Of all the famous people we just mentioned,
yes.
Blake, Carson, Anderson.
Well, you know about those three.
True, there is more known about them.
Selma Diamond was on Night Court. She died in her 60s, unexpectedly.
I would say best, you could only describe her as a character actor.
Oh, yeah.
Completely right, yes.
She always played that part of an older,
She was an older bailiff in
smarter,
this.
That's right.
kind of a wise ass.
Smoking a long cigarette.
Yes.
In the courtroom.
Roger says, I feel like you guys and the weed have taken control of my life.
I don't know what to say. What do you say?
This level of mind control is normally reserved for X-Men only. Now I'm going back to Selma Diamond to see how it all turns out.
It's a comforting
He's
place.
spent an hour on that.
So if any one of us were to pick up a device and start typing into a search bar the word Selma, it would probably autocorrect with Hayek.
Oh, without a doubt. I'm sure that would come up first.
His
goes
Diamond.
Selma Diamond.
And she's Salma, right? Salma.
Hayek?
I think she's Salma.
I do
Hayek.
too.
Yeah. Maybe.
I think if you typed in Selma, it would go Selma, Alabama.
Good Alabama.
Yeah, that's. But it's Salma Hayek. But on his, it's going to be Selma Diamond. Exactly. Sometimes mine I'm embarrassed by. Like I'll start.
You should be.
You don't even have to finish. We know.
Like if you're looking for Wordle, you type in W. When is Sex in the City going to hit?
Exactly.
When's the next episode?
When I put in the first letter, it's always like, did I type that in? If I type in an H, it's like how to get great abs. Always. It's always that. It's like how to shred for great abs. And that is embarrassing, really.
Yeah.
I mean, the way I live.
How do I shred?
Exactly. If I put an S in there, it's like shredded abs in 90 days. Always. If I start with a V, it's like veins, how to get veins. I'm always doing that. It's no good. I owe an apology, too, to the late Louis Anderson. Yesterday, this was post-show. It's embarrassing. Dave Aiken here. We were talking yesterday. We're playing Family Feud all this week in garbage time in honor of Mr. Anderson, who just passed away and was the host of Family Feud for a few years there. And so we were going through who are the hosts of Family Feud. There are 6 of them.
Well, we asked how many were alive. Which is there more of, alive or dead?
And Dave starts looking about now. The 6 hosts are Richard Dawson, Ray Combs, Louis Anderson, dead. Then since then, you've had Richard Karn, who was on Home Improvement, alive. And then the guy who was on Seinfeld.
Hurley.
John O'Hurley.
Yes.
He's alive. And, of course, Steve Harvey, who's alive and hosting the show as it is. So it's 3-3. But I was thinking, were there more hosts or not? And Dave, he's looking it up, and he says, there are 6. And I was, I'll name them. And he goes, well, there's Richard Dawson, Ray Combs, and he goes, Anderson. And I say, who? Who's Anderson? Who's this Anderson you're talking about?
What kind of idiot list have you got?
Yeah, it's like, you're on the wrong list, Dave. Who's Anderson?
It wasn't 10 seconds.
I know. It's like my brain is gone.
After we'd mentioned Louis Anderson.
I know. And I said, Anderson. Who's Anderson? And
There's no Anderson in that. Give me that phone.
And Dave says, well, Louis Anderson. The late, great Louis Anderson.
R.I.P. Praying hands.
So terrible. Yeah, I was like, I'm prayers for Louis Anderson. And I'm like, I don't even remember him. I'm so callous and move on to the next thing.
Yeah, that's aggressive.
Oh, yeah, that's aggressive.
That's just
aggressive. Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So So I wanted to apologize.
Well,
for that, I mean, it was off air, but even still, it's just like,
but entertaining as hell.
Oh, yeah. Who's Anderson? What is that?
Just to watch a grown man collapse inwardly.
Dawson Combs Anderson.
Oh, Anderson. What's that?
When he's in his casket, they'll say he was a shell of a man, but look at those abs, shredded.
Shredded.
Man, I'm trying. I'm getting ready for that transformation challenge. That's starting at the end of the week. I'm doing that.
Do you have to buy a whole new set of groceries for this?
Yeah, it's going to be all vegetables. It's going to be
back to 2 meals for the family.
Oh yeah, it's going to be lean meats and all vegetables.
Well, actually, you're almost at 2 meals now because the boy doesn't eat with you.
No, he does. No,
he just pushes food around on his plate.
That's all he does.
Let him do his thing.
And then he says, "May I be excused?"
That's all he does.
Are you a "May I be excused" family? Or are the kids allowed to get up and go?
We used to be a "May I be excused" family. Now we've just dispensed of all that. Yeah.
That's when they're at the table.
Yesterday, my daughter came in.
Oh, that's right. You don't eat at table.
No, we eat couch now.
Shays.
Yeah, shays for my wife, couch for me.
Has Dave seen your repose post?
Yesterday, my son, yesterday, I had left my phone in the bedroom, so he said, "Well, I'll go get it for you." So the whole time he got it, he was taking pictures.
Selfies.
But first, this is the last one. All right, he's handing it back to me, so it's going in reverse order, and then it's just like widening out from me. Look at it. It goes. There's the Giant Coke and the Chick-fil-A. Okay, all right.
Praise Jesus.
Right, and it's just the widen shot, and there he is. Just
Homo sapiens in his resting state.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, really quite a moment in teenager land.
He's got your number, man.
To do something. I know. He always does.
It's interesting. Both of your children are like phone camera
savvy
snipers.
Yeah, they do that.
They will take scores of photographs.
Exactly.
knowing that they can't be deleted.
Ever. My wife doesn't allow that. And yesterday, my daughter came in, we had some brownies left over.
Mm-hmm.
She grabbed a bag of brownies and started heading up to her room. And I said to her, now her mother was trailing her. She didn't see the brownie grab. And I said, "What you got there?" And she turned back to me and gave me the evil eye, like, "Don't you dare say a word."
Nothing.
Okay, so I just give up. We don't. Yeah. Now it's just like, all right, do what you want. They're 16 and 13 now.
So you're gonna have baked salmon.
Yes.
The wife will have.
Well, I don't know, fajitas or something. But I'll do fend for yourself. And
the boy will make ramen.
Yes. And as of next week, I'll be miserable because that's when I'm going at it.
I look forward to that.
You see these abs? You're getting ready to.
Well, I see your belt.
Are you getting ready? I'm gonna
take right below your nipples.
I'm gonna take the belt down and show you some abs. Next week.
I really keep every day. I think that we've hit the bottom of the. Tar Heel shirts that should have been tossed into the trash.
Nope.
But you keep surprising me with new old shirts.
Yeah, I got another one for tomorrow.
I mean, the wrinkles, the age, the wear.
I cleaned out the closet last week, and I had this this was in a trash bag, if you can believe it. Okay. Okay, this was in a trash bag. And I said to my wife, I'm not ready to give up on these shirts. So I got them out, and now I'm parading them out.
Every single one of them has your UNC Tar Heels logo on it. Clearly gifts.
Absolutely right. I have not bought any of these.
It's all from your family.
And tomorrow...
It's a lot of fabric.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, the word tar is down near your crotch.
I know. Yeah, that's a lot. And tomorrow, we're changing teams. I've got another one out. I've got a new team for you. Yeah, and it's a 17-year-old shirt, and I'm wearing it tomorrow. Mm-hmm. Exciting. For people on camera, they'll like it. I have a P1 Jeff who emails. Point of order. I'm extremely high as I write this.
Yeah, okay. You got to love the P1s.
I heard you all mention the show Ozark the other day. I'm a fan. I was ready to watch on Friday night. My best friend came over. We smoked a bowl, had a couple of drinks, and I pulled up Netflix and hit the start button for the new season of Ozark. You seen it yet? Any of it yet?
Oh, yeah, I'm into it now.
I hear it's really good.
It's great.
He says, about an hour in, I felt like I was still watching a recap of the show. I felt like I had seen it before, and it was just bringing me up to speed. And finally, my friend says, I think we're on season 1 instead of season 4. And sure enough, I had accidentally queued it up to the wrong season and watched an entire episode before.
Well, when you're really high.
Right at the beginning.
I mean, how can you not get that? They're very open. I mean, we're 4 seasons in now.
Maybe he thought it was a flashback.
Well, he said, I thought it was bringing me up to speed, but very slowly.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, it's not uncommon, right, to do previously on.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
I wish they would more on Netflix, honestly.
Especially when you've had that long distance between the last episode and a year and a half later.
Exactly. I need it. I need that. Somebody told me to go on either Wikipedia or YouTube, and it brings you up.
I do Wiki.
Yeah.
That's what I do, is they have plots on there, and I read like the last 2 from the previous season, and I'm like, okay,
then you
remember that.
Exactly.
I remember that.
An apology today from Pat Sajak.
About time.
Is he very high?
He starts by saying, listen, I was extremely high while I was doing
From
the
the
show.
late 80s.
I was doing the show.
2010.
I was really high. No, he was on the other night, and he's apologizing to actor Benedict Cumberbatch.
Doctor Strange, to you and me.
That right. I know some of Benedict Cumberbatch. I've seen a couple of movies that he's in.
He apparently is a phenomenally talented actor. I mostly have seen him in Doctor Strange, but he's in this movie. Big, have you seen it? The Power of Dog or whatever?
No, I haven't seen that. Yeah,
it's one of the best movies they say of 2021.
Yeah,
he's in that.
What did I see a few years ago? Like a code-breaking movie from World War II. Excellent. I think you'd really like it, Dave. He was nominated for that.
I have to look for that.
Yes, he was.
Something Game, right?
Yeah, it is the Something Game. It's a true story. And it's very, very good.
Yeah. He is really talented.
Yeah, he's good.
I just watched The Electrical Life of Lewis Wayne, which I told Christem to watch because it's about cats, and it's a true story about an artist in England. Yeah, he throws himself, he's one of these Daniel Day-Lewis guys who's always, he plays that role even off while he's filming the thing. He's Abraham Lincoln.
Oh, he good
for 6-8 months.
Yeah, he good. I read that in this movie Dog, he didn't wash because he lived in the prairie. He didn't shower for like 3 weeks while they were filming the movie.
I might do that during the transformation challenge.
Not wash.
Not wash. Come in here unwashed.
But how?
Just to do it. Just to say I'm putting myself through
For how long?
No, it's just psychotic.
Just one day?
It's an 8-week transformation. Maybe I should go 8 weeks with no wash.
You're going to let your stretcher Landon go
what happens?
Stretch things? That scent?
That'd be difficult.
God almighty.
So anyway, Pat Sajak is doing Wheel of Fortune, of course, and the player's name is Ali. And the answer to the puzzle is Eggs Benedict Cumberbatch.
It's clever.
Yes. So here's the exchange.
Eggs Benedict Cumberbatch.
Wow.
I said Ali. It's Allie. Her name is Allie. Apologies. Just read it.
1,000 pardons. I was very high.
I'm very high right now. I'm very high. I haven't bathed in several days. I says Ali.
I bathed at the gym.
That's Ali.
I dried myself with a washcloth.
Is that Muhammad's daughter?
Is that what he's sorry for?
No. Here's what he's sorry for.
Eggs Benedict Cumberbatch.
Wow, that's it. You got it. We know Eggs Benedict. Explain Benedict Cumberbatch for those who...
Benedict Cumberbatch is an actor.
Oh, okay, good.
Right? Yes.
See,
Eggs
I
Benedict
put the
Cumberbatch.
onus on her because I didn't have the answer. You're up to $6,000, and my apologies, Mr. Cumberbatch.
He didn't know.
Point of order, was that the player schooling him or Vanna?
The player. That's the player schooling him. And he didn't know who Benedict Cumberbatch was. So Wheel of Fortune has apologized to Mr. Cumberbatch for not informing Pat Sajak who he was before they started the game. He hadn't heard of him. He didn't know who he was.
You would think they'd put that in his little note card.
Yeah, he would. Yeah. But he heard him say, I don't have the answer here. He's like, so I guess he didn't know. Like when he sees that puzzle, if he didn't know the word Cumberbatch, he's got to be like, what is that? Who is that? And he had no idea who that was. So Wheel of Fortune is taking the apology upon themselves.
Well, and he's a little bit older now.
He's 75. He's 75.
So he don't watch movies.
Allie is 43, and she explained it to him on who that was.